Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Bhb, and I'm here showing you my rolling chassis of the Bomber XL. I'm really excited and super impressed with its size, and I think its function is going to be really on point. So I got the Vanquish AR60 HD Yeti XL rear axle converted to a functional steering front axle, and I took two tubs and turned them into one, and right now they're just pieced together. This whole thing is sitting here because of how tight I made them envelope inside of each other. There's not any glue, there's not one screw, there isn't anything. I even dropped it from a foot and it still took it, so it's pretty impressive. I'll break it down real quick for you guys, but yeah, it's 32 inches long, it is 22.5 inches wide, and it's 16.5 inches tall. It is a beast. These are some Red Cat 1/5 scale shocks. They're quite a bit larger than the Yeti XLs, and you know, of course, more travel. I got this one on backwards just because it was I was rushing it and it was mocking them up. There has to be some other altercations in making them fit. So, anyways, with the XL shocks, it really sat nice and low. It looked great. I threw these on and it was a complete change. So yeah, try to give you a little proportional size. That is a can of soda. And oh, and I got 45 degrees of steering out of these. So I'm really impressed with that. This is my tie rod end. And I used 1/5 scale Red Cat ball ends as well. And I got a panhard on there to keep it centered, and also I want to put my my drag link in here and mount my 1/5 scale steering servo up in here, up underneath this cage, and so it's going to be recessed up in there like that, and that'll be up in there like that. But anyways, this thing's going to have a lot of articulation. I don't know if it would be better to mount my 7950 TH servo right in the center right here and do away with any, you know, travel, distortional travel, so or any bump steer or anything like that. But anyways, that's food for thought. If you guys have any comments, please leave them below. I'm sort of up in the air on that one. I think I'm going to go with the scale look. You know, I think it would look awesome. I just don't like having the servos mounted on the axle. I think it looks fake. But anyways, yeah, this is it. It's all of its glory. 32 inches long. And, you know, well, it's a Pepsi. That's some Monster Energy drink. And that's a receiver. Yeah, gigantic. Another reference I actually have. Oh, let me turn it around. Hold up. This is a beast. Maybe something like that right there. There you go. That's a little reference. That's a Yeti XL. Yeah, this thing's a lot bigger than an X-Max. This thing's insane. Oh my god. So I also got a mock-up for the power drivetrain. So I got a couple other things I want to run by you guys. So, as you guys know, my full intention is to install the 2028. I mean, that's a 2200 1550 kV. Yeah, so that's a bad boy. So, anyways, intention was to install that and the XLX. Right, that only makes sense. But this chassis came out so damn nice. It looks factory. So then that makes me want to put the 2-speed with the censored T8 just once and just put it together and be like, that is a factory bomber. basically, you know. So let me know what you guys think about that. I'll show you the chassis here in a second. I think it would be a very cool thing just to do it, you know, just to get it rolling around, also to proof test it. And so this is my dumb center diff. Don't laugh at me, guys. I think it's going to be pretty cool though. So I have this that's out of that Red Cat that I tore apart. That is the drive gear setup for the motor down to the center diff. So I took the center diff apart, and then I took this plate apart, and then I got it all mocked out on where I need it cut out, and I'm recessing the plate on both sides, and I'm mounting my motor in there. And I know it's plastic gears, guys, but I'm only going to be running 3S, and there's a lot of surface bearing there. So anyways, I've had this all together, and well, I got to hone this out a little bit. But anyways, you guys get the idea. That way, it's compactability and it's rigidness. You know, that's a lot of mounting surface. Plus, I'm going to cut this across the top, and I am tying it into my upper brace. And I'll give you guys a show down over the tub. So, get up here a little closer. Get up here a little higher. Alright, here's the tub. Alright, well, I'm going to get this shit out of the way too. Well, I can't take much of that. There we go. So, we have this XL chassis that's doubled up on both ends. What I did is I took the chassis, let me see, could I separate that? Yeah, sure. Pins. Yeah. Ta-da! Isn't that some shit, huh? Yep. It fits quite nicely. It's actually, you know, just a lot better when it's all adhesed together with pressure and proper prior planning, preventing piss poor performance. The 7 P's of life. Well, I'm just gonna throw these in there real quick. So, anyways, yeah. So I got it pretty stock looking inside there too. I'm going to drill out in the center of the octagon and these two areas and along the sides, right in the center of them so it doesn't weaken the chassis. Put adhesive in between, fasten that together. Also make a rail that's going to connect my sway bars. That's going to also get fastened up through the battery box. Well, down through up through the battery box, so I can keep it clean. So those will have rail supports with bearing guides for my made up. These are not going to stay on there. I'm going to make up some of my own. But yeah, so, you know, I have this option, which would be pretty damn cool. I mean, it is. Oh, yeah, I got this thing facing the wrong way. There you go. Bam. You know? Call it a done day. You know? You know, it could even, I feel like, you know, why don't you throw that fan cover on? Bhb. What, this one? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh. You guys get it. No, it's a little different on this one. But anyways, yeah. Nope. Don't know what to do. Because I have made up, you know, once sticking this stuff in here, it's like, are you kidding me? Stuff those down in there. This will be going over that side. This will be on this side. This will be on the motor. Boop. And then we got this. It's going to be going in here. Something like that. So you guys get the picture. Yeah. And I got everything basically working in mocking order. Yep. And the other question is, this is my bearing support on the other side. Very skookum, gigantic, friggin' plow truck bearing. Thing's badass. So I got a dog bone that goes in between there. Boop, mount it up front. Put my WB joint on the end of that. Run it down my drive shafts. So, well, one drive shaft, the other one gets direct. So, yeah, that's the 2028 and the Monster Bomber XLX. Yeah. So the thing is, I'm running 3S, maybe 4S. I can do whatever I want, really. I want this to be a rock bouncer. So I think it'd hold up pretty well. And of course, I can get those exact gears replaced in steel. So, yeah. And you know, as far as these go, I mean, those are big bearings as well. Those are nothing to, you know, to laugh at. So, you know, I think this thing would work out pretty well. So, the two questions I have for you guys is the servo on the axle and which motor you guys want to see go in there first. I'd rather do this setup, of course, but I think it'd be just so cool to have a 2-speed with a censored motor, you know, in this thing, just to see what's like. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys are getting excited about this, because this is a pretty cool step I'm trying to take in the 8 scale world. But you know, this isn't an 8 scale anymore. I mean, this is considered, you know, 8, but a lot of people, you know, say, that's not 8. That's more like 5th, 6th. I mean, more like 6th or 7th. Now, what is this thing? I said 5th, so I don't think I was too far off. But yeah, just something like that. Wow. Yep. All right, guys. Mention in the comments your answers. I appreciate it. Take care.